going to be. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the October 20th regular board meeting. Just so everybody knows, Patrick is joining us via Zoom today, so I'm going to be running the meeting in-house, just so we don't have the owl issues or any feedback. With that said, I'll start the meeting with the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, the states of the, and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation.
indivisible,
Okay, for the October 20th regular board meeting, that's why I don't say.
happens.
Here, sorry.
Alana,
Here.
Earl,
Here.
Dan. Dan said his work schedule might be mentioned today. Tom. Leslie,
Here.
Joel. Here. Beverly,
Here.
Alex.
Here.
Zach. We have a report.
Okay. First order of business is the approval of the minutes from the 9/22 regular board meeting board. That's on tab 1 for your review. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll motion.
Motion. Second. I'll second. Beverly seconds.
Who motion?
Patrick. Any abstentions or recusals? What? Okay,
All in favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Up next is management report.
Morning, everybody. We're starting our, fall shutdown. Pool's been closed. It still runs, but it is closed. It's been covered. We are pulling the docks the end of the month. Usually the 30th, 31st, that'll get scheduled out this week. Probably long enough where we can look at weather, see what's going on. And just a reminder that Monday hydrant flushing will start with the water company. So that'll be done starting 9 o'clock on Monday morning. And you want me to go right into all of them?
Well, just for hydrant flushing, what do people just need to know that they should let their water run?
Let their water run, their cold water, not their hot.
Thank you.
Flush it out. The golf course fencing has been done. Lake Louisville Road and Lakeshore Drive South have all been taken care of. And the small stretch on Wolf Lake Road. By the looks of the entrance where we have our cameras, a lot of people using it for walking, but there has been no quads or four-wheelers in that area, which is, I think, solves some of the problem, but I don't live on it. I don't know if it has. It's really all I got for right this. You want to go into the other one too?
Yep.
Okay, so I have a request for a zoning issue. We have a homeowner on Lake Louise Marie Road that wants a side yard reduction for their shed. They want to be able to set it right on the property line, about a foot from the property line. It is an accessory building that can be moved. There's really no issues with it. The lot next door is a wooded lot, and there is no issues.
For your review, it's on tab 2, the application for the special permit, along with the picture of the structure and site map is on there as well. Your recommendation is there's no issue.
It's This is, we just did this a couple of months ago. It's something that's quite common.
So board, we're looking for a motion to approve this special permit.
Are they aware, excuse me a second, are they aware that the colors that Emerald Green approved?
Yeah, this is just an offline sample. It'll match their house.
Oh, okay.
And before we, they also have to go to the town for a variance from the town. The town won't act until our approval.
I second the motion.
For seconds, all in favor? Aye. Any
Aye.
abstentions? Okay, motion passes. Okay, next up on our list is the financial review from our treasurer Joel.
Okay, so, I've gotten the financials, and basically filled out the variance report, you guys have had a chance to see. I'd like to make a motion with the variance report be attached to the financials, when we post everything up to the website, so that is that. I have some issues with the financials. So, the first one is that I need some clarity from the outside accountant, how the transaction is being booked for the foreclosure monies and the things that we've gotten. Just I need more clarity on that. Two, I think that we have to get the issue with Valerie and her salary. That needs to get reimbursed. What are we gonna do with that? And then there's the issue, we have an employee that was for sharing his salary, but for the last quarter was put over onto the water company. So I think we need to be reimbursed for that. So once we can address those things, then I recommend we go ahead and approve. But right now, I said we put on hold. So.
Okay, so from my understanding, Joel put a motion on the table to include not, I'm gonna parcel out what was said. So the motion is to include the variance report on the monthly financials that are posted on the website. So is there a second for that motion? The variance report is the itemized out list that he's presenting, the kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not, second.
There's seconds, all in favor of including the variance report? Aye.
Can you clarify is it the water company that needs to be reimbursed?
Hold on, let's just finish the motion here, because
Okay,
that's a separate point, and then we'll get back. I promise I'm gonna get back to
Fair
it.
enough.
Did anybody vote no on that? I'm just looking.
Yeah, I'm opposed to that. I don't think it's a good idea to have that up there.
I'm gonna abstain.
Can I just say, just a point of order on this? We can't use names when we're talking about salaries and compensation. We can talk about salary. Talking about general reimbursements between the companies, but we need to address this in executive session.
Okay.
Thank you.
So who made a motion? Sorry.
Joel made.
One motion, Dan seconded, motion passed by voice vote, Patrick opposed, and Earl abstained.
And then we'll move into the financials. I mentioned that we hold on accepting it until I can clarify a few things.
I motion.
She said,
Yes, I agree to that. Yes, I think.
all in favor?
So how's this different from the second? From the first one?
No, he wants to not approve the minutes,
No, not.
No,
not the financials, that's what I mean, the financials. He doesn't want to
They're
present the
tabled.
financials.
We're simply posting the variance
No,
report.
we post both together, and we're gonna go together.
Yeah, that was kind of.
I didn't know if this was actually a motion, he's not. putting-
So when you're looking to just, when the financials are approved to
Yes.
include the variance.
Exactly.
Moving forward, all the variance reports, but the second thing is he doesn't want to bring the financials for approval this month. He has questions, so I'm asking if that's a motion or if that's just a request.
We just voted on something that we're not gonna.
No,
No,
it's different. The variance reports is a policy that he wants moving forward to post that. This is for this month's financials. He wants to just table the approving that for this month.
So the motion to table.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to make
Okay.
an immediate roll call vote.
roll call vote.
right.
Well, it needs a second first time. Joel
I
motion to
did.
table.
Second.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where.
Sorry.
Okay. So we're taking a vote on a motion to table the monthly financials pending resolution of
Three items.
three items. Okay. Patrick,
Yes. Sure what the hell's going on.
Me neither. I was like, I'm trying to follow.
Alana,
Yes.
Pearl.
What they said, Chris.
What's your vote, Earl? We didn't hear you.
Yes, yes, yes. What they said.
Uh, again, is not here, Tom is not here. Um. I abstain. Leslie,
I second the motion, so yes. You abstain?
I abstain. Joel? Yes. Beverly,
No.
Al,
Yes.
okay, everybody?
Mhm.
Motion passed.
That it for you? Okay, moving right along, we have our water company updates. Bob Ernst is joining us today to provide those.
We don't have too much other than the fact that the Public Service Commission is going to delay our request again until January.
Yeah, but it should be on they assure me that it will be on the December session, so it will be January when the,
So it's been practically a full year since we filed, and that's how long it's taken. Unbelievable, but I can't talk about that portion of it.
Okay, moving right along to committee reports. First up is Joel for Lakes Committee.
So the Lake Committee did not meet, but we were on the business side. We reached out to a gentleman. We have a problem in Davies Lake with water chestnuts, and I was on it this last week, so a lot of them have died, but we're looking to the guy to come out and basically harvest the weeds to clean up that lake. We also reached out to a gentleman, as everybody knows, we have a geese issue where there's a problem with a lot of geese, and what happens is with this water chestnut, the actual chestnut has a hook that can attach to the goose, and the goose could take that seed and bring it over to other lakes, i.e. Lake Louise, and contaminate that lake, and these things grow very fast. So we also reached out to them, and the information that we're giving to them, that they'll be able to file an application, and then come June, they'll come in and harvest the. That's it.
Okay, I'm assuming pool committee. is the one. Okay. Bylaws committee did not have a meeting. Is there any report from bylaws? Gotcha. No, okay. Oversight.
No.
Oh, thank you. Earl, from oversight.
No, we didn't have a meeting this either.
Okay. Strategic planning and finance, no meeting. Events and welcoming, I'll give the report. We are having our first official meeting of this current year on Tuesday at 7:00 PM. A Zoom link went out. There will be a follow-up, so if you can't make that meeting, some people have reached out personally, but if you don't have our information, you can still join the events committee if you can't make this first one. The hikes the greenways have been very popular. We have Jose De Jesus in the house over here, who's going into his 4th hike, I think. And there have been homeowners at every single hike on the Saturday, which we very much appreciate you volunteering your time to do that. And the homeowners are really enjoying themselves. The last one will be next Saturday at 8:00 PM. Meet at the pool house. 8 AM, I'm sorry, 8 AM, thank you. Yeah. That's right. There is not going to be the children's Halloween event. There was not as much, we sent out a request to see who would be willing to volunteer for that. We didn't get a good response. So we are encouraging people to go to the Rock Hill Trunk or Treat. That is on the 26th from 12 to 2 at the firehouse. And that's it for events. Okay. We are up to member and homeowner comments and questions. If you have a question, please raise your hand on Zoom, or if you're in the house, you may come to the owl once you are recognized. Anybody on Zoom? I know. Anybody?
Oh,
Come on over. If you could just stand by the table, because this is what records, and just let us know your name.
oh, sure. I'm Linda Chrissy. I moved in a little over a month ago. I just have a question. I actually sent an email to Michael, but I didn't follow up with pictures. Behind my house, not on my property, but on community property, there's a large rock with a whole bunch of rusted metal objects on it. I'm just curious to know if I can remove it, or if I can ask the Property Owners Association to remove that stuff. I could take pictures and send it if it's easier to kind of see what it is that I'm describing, but I also think this greenway goes behind my property, on the community property. I don't know that these rusted, it looks like old farm equipment,
Yeah.
like a gigantic blade, maybe 5 feet long, and some other poles and rods that might have been part of a big tractor or something.
Have you seen that before? That's over by,
I'm on Piccadilly Court, so.
it's up in the new house, right, next to Tucker's.
I missed it.
In the back, is there some old?
Oh, yes, so I came here because I wanted to, ask the board about possibly setting up for cleanup.
Mhm.
Cause we do have, some areas along the line there with debris. If I'm correct, over Piccadilly, there's 2 spots with, debris.
I only found the one with the metal rusty stuff, and it is a little bit away from the path, so I don't know if people would deviate,
So the,
check it out.
Over the back, you actually see the one spot, it might be further in. Where you're saying, where your debris is at, you're looking at it?
It's about, I'd say probably 20 feet past my property line, and
Yeah,
maybe
so
another
it's-
20 feet to the walk.
So I guess my question is, you want to remove it yourself?
Physically, I can.
Yeah, no,
do it,
we
I would
have
have to
plans.
pay somebody to do it,
Okay.
but I don't like, I didn't know if there was some historical value.
No.
So-
It's a combo.
it's probably. Years.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was some historical value to this stuff.
Well,
Maybe.
I'll get Anthony out there. and people will-
That's your name, okay?
Linda
Linda.
Chrissy.
Linda, nice to meet you. I'm Chris and I actually live on Piccadilly Circle, so we're close neighbors.
Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you as well. Just some background on that, that Greenway property. There are a number of sites spread across that property. I believe it's about just under 80 acres total. So there's a number of sites where there's been some dumping. We've been working to secure the property. And then the next step would be to start targeting places where there's been dumping and remove it, but we figured we'd secure it first before we started pulling stuff out. So that's on deck. We need to start talking about when we're gonna do that, but in general,
I think your fence is working, because I also had let Michael know an ATV went zooming by behind my house, but that was before the fences
That's great.
Right, and
completed, I think that.
over there is an issue on the street that's been
Oh, yes.
trying to address that issue. Our problem is we have no authority on the streets.
Yeah.
So, I was hoping that he would ride onto the golf course, and then it takes it to another level, but there.
Someone did just bring this up. My husband was outside walking our dogs and some gentleman stopped and said, "Are you the cop?" And he said, "Yes." So he told them just to call, if you see people riding on the street and they're riding really fast, call the sheriff's department and just ask if they can do a patrol of the area. So they'll try to do a patrol of the area.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So,
Came from the
Oh.
place.
Jose again, so about the club, there was one spot that I think I took some pictures and sent it to the board, to Patrick, where we could put some, couple of rocks, boulders. That's off Old Second Road, the dirt road. Basically, the fencing is great, it's working great, but you're open there for ATVs to come off of the paper lots, come across and go right in there and then loop around in that area. So it's, if I'm coming this way.
Anthony, last year when we were having problems, moved a couple of boulders there. They're going around them now, or?
Yeah, they're going, they actually had to back right in between. Yeah,
We'll put more.
yeah, because they have, that paper lot on the left side, if I'm coming this way, is completely open to them. They use that for all the ATVs. So then a few of them will come in, and now they're gonna have that little section of the loop, to be able to go through. So just figured that.
Yeah, I think if you're looking on Old Sackett, looking into the property, the boulder is blocked the center of the trail, but there's enough clearance just to the right where I think if you guys pulled like 2 or 3 more boulders and just dropped them, it was all.
Yeah. So then, and after this, last hike, looking to probably set up a couple of more. We have every single one of the hikes at new homeowners. So that's great. I mean, some of them are just moved in, just purchased homes. So what I wanted to do is set up the first meeting to honor with the club, you know, and, go from there to see if we could set up a cleanup day and go that way.
The
And
cleanup,
then get ready for snow, because we want to do the first.
just
snow
to
season.
clarify, the cleanup probably would need support of grounds because of the nature of the material.
Yeah, of course.
Correct, so we would need to work with Michael and Anthony to kind of organize that
Mhm.
and find the time and date that would work. So we will kind of work in conjunction, because we can't do it as our, like our regular cleanups that we do that are street
No,
based.
yep.
So this will be something else that we will, so events will coordinate with you and with the,
Maybe we can,
or is it just in-house, you know what I mean? I don't wanna put anybody in a liability kind of issue here.
nah, it's not a lot of liability for us to clean it, we kind of gotta know, you know, what it is and where it is, and, you know, if it's, you know, behind Piccadilly Court in there, we gotta be coordinated in where to go to clean it up.
So maybe the committee then could write the report that then we send to him.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll take some pictures of each location of the main areas.
Yep. And
Put it together, send it to you,
just let us know.
and everything, and then we'll go from there.
Perfect.
And we'll, you know,
Okay.
collaborate. And I want to set up the first meeting, so this way we could actually talk to the entire homeowners who have joined the club and everything, and then go from there.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
That's great.
And you're meeting at 8 o'clock at the pool house, right?
Say again?
8 o'clock at the pool house on Saturday.
8 o'clock is, I usually wait until 8:30, because people are running late, so I start at 8, and then I wait till 8:30 and then take off. Yeah. So, and we're doing Saturdays right now, because Sundays was not a big thing, and it was the holidays, you know, so I think next month, you know, depending on scheduling, we should have a couple of more Saturdays. I'll try another Sunday, see what happens.
Okay.
But we want to be prepared for the first snowstorm, so that's gonna be the reason why we want to set up the meeting also, so we could figure out. And do the
Make
first
an
one.
event.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Marcy, I see you online if you want to unmute.
Yeah, thank you. A couple questions. One, is there any update or development on the proposed Ronstein project on Treasure Lake? Any news on that?
I personally don't. Patrick, do you have any updates?
No, I don't think we have anything new. I know he was back before the town in the last couple of months. And again, the Zoom wasn't working, but Michael, I don't know if you happen to know factually where that stands, but there's been no real development yet. No pun intended.
They were doing a workshop. No, I recused myself from that particular project, so I really don't know. I'm there. The last time he was there, he had to workshop it, go back and workshop it. He's submitted a lot of conceptual drawings to them, but he's got to get more detailed drawings. So that's basically what has happened. And I don't know now if he's moving on anything because of our
Water.
moratorium for right now.
Thanks. And is the property zoned for that kind of massive high density development?
That's not in Emerald Green. I don't know that off the top of my head, Marcy. That'd be a good thing to ask at a planning board meeting.
Thank you. All right, I will do that. And the other question is that a number of our gates have been open or not working. The one going out to the boat launch at the pool and the one going to the entertainium and then back where the boats are stored. Any updates on that?
Well, the boat at the pool was backed into, our fencing contractor is building a whole new slide gate. I don't know what's not working at the entertainium.
What's
No.
that you talked about?
No, she said the entertainium and the storage.
Yeah, the entrance in and then the entrance into the boat storage. I was talking to some people who said that things were open and that there was, any.
Can I chime in? Can I chime in on that?
Yeah.
Hey, wait,
The-
Earl, please let me, the gate this weekend is open here at we don't generally publicize it when it was open. There's about 6 homeowners that we're bringing, having their contractors come and bringing gates in and out, or gates, boats in and out this weekend. So that's why the storage gate was open. There was also a party in the clubhouse on Saturday, so the main gate was open while that event goes on for however long.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to speak to. The gate
Okay.
this last Saturday was open because there was an event and there were people coming and going. I know because I was at the gym last Saturday till 10 o'clock when it was closed and I had to use it to come out. So I just would all caution if we don't have firsthand visibility or a line of sight of issues, we just have to be, judicious on coming back and saying, well, a homeowner told me this, a homeowner. We need to affirm that because we have a small group of persons who are supporting Emerald Green from a management office. We want to make sure that we're having them running after something that's substantive and not something that's not substantive.
Great, and that's why I'm bringing it up to you guys.
Okay, any other comments or questions from the room?
I just have a comment. After Chrissy Walsh passed in the Rock Hill Business Association was on limbo, so I have taken it upon myself. Gotten involved, and we are having a meeting on the 22nd at 6 p.m. at the firehouse in Rock Hill. We're gonna have Mike Taylor be our speaker, and he's gonna give us an update on the Hollywood Mountain ski hill.
Awesome.
So we need, needless to say, we need volunteers to keep the organization going.
Thank you. Okay, with that said, our next meeting is actually a second annual meeting and regular meeting scheduled for November 17th at 9 a.m. This will be the budget approval meeting. Just, Patrick, do you want to speak a little bit about the timeline for?
Yeah, what's not noted on there as well, because we weren't sure of how the timing is going to work out, we'll also have to call a very short, presumably short, special meeting of the board by Zoom just to approve the budget to be sent out once it's ready. That process is still being worked through on the board side. So once we have something to vote on, we'll call a quick special meeting. And then it'll be sent out to everybody in the community, probably around the middle of, not this week, but next week. That's the hope, because that's our required timing in order to get it to everybody on time. You will only get it by email. The voting will be by email or by electronic voting again, as we did with our August elections. So everyone will get a copy of the draft budget by email, as well as the meeting details for November 17th.
And if necessary, I was just talking to Joel, I know we haven't organized this, but there could be a workshop to explain the nature for an opportunity for questions before the vote.
Yeah, that would be great. We'd do like a town hall like we've done in the past to talk about any issues folks have.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Great point.
Awesome. Okay, with that said, the board needs to go into executive session, so we need a motion to go into executive session. First motions, seconds. Oh, yeah.
Cheers.